Everybody, this is the SPY General for the pre-market bell pre-analysis. Welcome to the video. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but I'm going to show you how I got this. But this is a really interesting day. So what we're going to do is we're going to just delete these drawings, and I'm going to show you how I got them. And this is what I'm looking at for today. So the first thing we're doing is we've got this pre-market high. We always want to mark the pre-market high. It's super important. And I like to make that green. And then you can come over here real quickly and put in your level, pre-market high, just like that. And hopefully you guys can hear me okay. And then what we're going to do is go up here with our little trusty tool, our little line. And right now we're kind of holding at 685.62 for the pre-market low. I like to make that red, and we're going to just go ahead and make that just like that. Now, very, very important. We talked about this in the last video. We want to mark our previous day high. Okay, so this would have been on Friday, but since we're kind of like at the exact same level as pre-market high before the gap down here, we'll talk about that in a second. We're going to go ahead and just use the pre-market high and the previous day high as the same level. Now down here is where we want to mark the previous day low. Remember, I talked about this in our last video. This is where a lot of the liquidity is. Okay, you can see here's like the candle that wicked down, and this is the level that really shot it back up from 681 all the way up to 689. That was an $8 move. If you would have caught that, you would have been absolutely would have been an amazing trade. So one of the things I like to do is now we're going to go ahead and draw in a box. You can kind of see this is kind of a range here. So from the top to the bottom of the previous day low and previous day high, draw your little box down here. And this is kind of where I'm looking at. And then inside of the box, daily box, high and low. And this is what this is going to do is it's going to help you understand where liquidity is, where people are most likely to grab the liquidity, send it short or long. Here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the fact that we are under the 20 SMA, which is my orange line here, and we'll talk more about that. I'll do a training on why I use that. And also we are looking at the 5-minute charts. So that's what I really like to do for intraday. But right now we're kind of like in this range. So here's what I'm looking at this morning, and you guys can follow along. If we break pre-market high and this previous day high, our next massive target would be 695. Okay, so I would draw a line right here. Okay, so probably today SPY has got an expected move of around $2 to $3, and sometimes if we're in a tight squeeze like this, you can see the Bollinger Bands are compressing. If it breaks out of pre-market high and we have volume, and I'll show you in another video how to put volume on your chart. If we break here, my target would be 695. If we break below this pre-market low that we're kind of holding here, I'm absolutely going to target that previous day low, which is exactly where the liquidity is. So it might want to come down and test that. So that's kind of my game plan this morning. If we break previous day high, 695. If we break pre-market low with volume and we kind of close below pre-market low with a 5-minute candle close, going to talk about that more in other videos. This is just a quick pre-market morning analysis before the bell. I would be targeting 681 and ultimately 680. It's a huge open OI level, open interest level. So I would just put my little red line there. Okay, guys, that's kind of what I'm looking at for this morning. Breathe. Don't forget to pray. Ask God for wisdom and just be calm. Approach the markets with peace, clarity. Make sure you pray and meditate on the word before you start your trade. I will see you guys in another video.